Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Chael Sonnen had this to say about Michael Chandler's recent comments on Islam Makhachev having to face fighters in the division before he goes on to a super fight against someone like Alexander Volkanovski. Here's the clip.
Michael Chandler went as far as to say, I'm going to take the title opportunity from Volkanovski. He then began to pull apart the fight of Volkanovski versus Islam. Chandler's calling that a super fight. He got to that definition, I believe, because it's two guys from two different weight classes. And he's saying that Islam should have to beat guys within the division before he goes and he has super fights. And you know what? That's not a terrible point. And he's now made his claim. If Chandler beats Poirier and Volkanovski calls up and that hand injury and it's re-hurt and he can't meet you in person, this whole thing's up, who do you think it goes to next? You're going to default to whoever made the claim. I like it a lot. I do not think you should sidestep for anybody. Michael Chandler is about to fight a former world champion. If you beat a world champion, you get to fight for a world championship. Everybody knows that. He's doing it in a feature bout in the media capital of the world and at Madison Square Garden. He had a media opportunity. He took his shot, and you know what? It was a home run. He's saying if I beat Poirier, I should have that opportunity. Fights fall apart all the time.
In a recent interview, City Kickboxing's Israel Adesanya, Dan Hooker, and Carlos Ulberg had this to say about their coach Eugene Behrman.
First of all, let me interject.
You don't want to get stabbed?
I don't know if my job is to make them better people outside of the sport. My job is to primarily make them good in the sport. And if there's an offset of that becoming a better person, then I'm happy for them. But I don't go into the gym and walk out of there saying I'm going to make Brad a better person. Brad's been an asshole since I met him. That's outside of the realm of my capabilities. So I can help Brad become a better fighter, but he's always going to be an asshole, you know. As these guys are assholes too, as far as I'm concerned. So, but I think I'm the son of all my coaches and my coaches that help me. So I'm only as good as they are. And we support each other. So I want to make that clear that I have a coaching team, which is something unique. A lot of coaches, they do it on their own, and big respect to them. But I have a group of guys with me who don't want to be on camera. When the camera comes, they run the other way. And it's put a bit more pressure on me because now that kind of someone has to answer the camera, I guess. And if they become better people because of the training and because of becoming better fighters,
We're another seat.
Good on them.
Where's Mike? Right there. He won't run. He'll dive if you.
We have one other coach that loves to be on the camera. We try to keep him off the camera.
He'll sit right there.
Yeah. Brad, do you have a rebuttal?
Yeah. Give him 5. But I always just said that, like, I'll always listen to you in regard to fighting.
Alexander Volkanovski says he's aiming to overtake Jose Aldo as the featherweight GOAT in the next few years by defending his belt as much as he can. Here's the clip.
Another legend who recently retired, Jose Aldo. A lot of people think he's the greatest featherweight of all time, but you beat him. And you also have this huge title defenses. You got 3 wins over Max Holloway. Like, I mean, do you think you're the greatest of all time in the division?
Well, I still look at Aldo as a GOAT of the featherweight division. Obviously, I'm still, planning to take that, right? Like, obviously, because I plan on winning, and I want to defend. So I'm planning on getting just as much defenses as him. And I think, especially when you look at the resume and who I fought, a lot of people are going to agree that I'm up there. So, but I mean, right now, to have that many defenses like he did, even though some of them were in a different promotion, but they still consider them defenses. So I've got so much respect for Aldo. He's done massive things for the featherweight division. He made it exciting. He made people watch this division, and so I've got nothing but respect for the guy. But yeah, I plan on breaking a lot of different types of records, and I'm already doing pretty good. So, we'll see what happens. But I think, you take this champ. That's a massive step, right?
What do you guys think? Will Volkanovski become the GOAT of the featherweight division? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. Aaron Blanchfield dominated Molly McCann during their fight last night at UFC 281 and walked away unscathed after a first-round submission. Brett Okamoto had this to say about the fight. Aaron Blanchfield just cannibalized all that momentum Molly McCann built over the year. That was jaw-dropping. She's picking up some new fans tonight. Molly had this to say following her disappointing loss.
Look, it's going to take more than a loss to define me, isn't it? Like I've had 4. I'll be coming back again. Yeah, I suppose when I'm dishing them out, I've got to receive them one time. I'm just proper devastated. It was my dream and I didn't get to capitalise on it. But congratulations, Erin. You was the better girl on the night. You deserve the run that you're going on, and you're a true professional. And I'm proud that you got the finish in your hometown. Something I'm yet to get.
Well, you booed. She got booed, sorry, on the way out though, despite being her hometown. What did you say to her afterwards? Because you picked her up, you carried her around, and you had some words with her.
Just said congratulations on silencing the crowd. You executed your game plan perfectly, and that was an outstanding performance. I might talk a big game and be loud, but what's it called? I'll give credit where it's due, and to be able to do that.
Dustin Poirier and Alex Pereira both ran into Mike Tyson backstage at UFC 281 last night. Here's the footage.
Hey Mike, Dustin Poirier. Can I get a picture with you? I'd appreciate that. Yeah. It's an honor, man. Thank you. And you. Hello, man. In the house.
Frankie Edgar was unfortunately KO'd by Chris Gutierrez in his last fight in the UFC. Here are some of the UFC fighters' reactions to the knockout. Bilal Muhammad tweeted, Platinum Mike Perry said Gutierrez was sharp. Cheeto Vera tweeted, head up, champ. Max Holloway said, sending love to a GOAT, Frankie Edgar. And Aljamain Sterling tweeted, Frankie, you're a legend, brother. Nothing to hang your head about. I know you have so many successful avenues after this chapter in your life. Long live Iron Strong Frankie Edgar. Dustin Poirier defeats Michael Chandler via rear naked choke in round 3 of their fight last night at UFC 281. Here's what fighters had to say on social media following Poirier's win. Ben Askren said, geez, what an insane fight. Terrence McKinney tweeted, this is why the lightweight division is the most exciting division. What a war. These two are some of the best doing it. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson said, not gonna lie, I didn't see that fight ending in a sub. What a war. Congrats Dustin Poirier. Habib gave Poirier props, tweeting, congratulations Dustin, it was an amazing fight. Aljamain Sterling said, this sport is so wild, I'm in disbelief of the back and forth performance from these warriors. Congrats to the Diamond. Habib also posted a tweet suggesting that Poirier faces off against Beneil Dariush next at UFC 284. Makhachev versus Volkanovski, Poirier versus Dariush, UFC 284 Australia. Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira finally went head-to-head in the main event of UFC 281 last night. Adesanya was arguably winning the fight until Pereira finished via TKO in the 5th round, becoming the new UFC middleweight champion. During the post-fight press conference, Adesanya alluded to some potentially serious medical issues he's had and said that some people make fun of his physique, but they don't know the whole story. He did mention Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman and how no one knew how serious it was.
I mean, I don't disclose everything. I've had some stuff that, some medical stuff that I've just put on the back burner. Even stuff that people make fun of me for. I mean, yeah, I just got to look after myself because my health comes first. Even think about Chadwick Boseman when everyone was making fun of him. Oh, he looks so this, he looks so skinny, he looks so sleepy. Not knowing behind the scenes he was fighting cancer. People always make fun of me about, my chest and other things, but they don't know what I'm doing or what I'm going through in life. But I just keep everything on the back burner, so I just got some things to fix first. And yeah, I'll be back.
What did you guys think about UFC 281? Who should Poirier fight next? And will Adesanya get an immediate rematch? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.